Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Doodle Robot, and today we are going to do my series that I haven't done since 2022, 2024, the year in review. So in 2022 I did a 4-part series. I'm not sure I'm going to get to the 4 this time. I was looking over it. And I was thinking there was one I couldn't do or something. I don't know. I'll have to relook at it. But the first one up is my top 10 coloring / art supplies of the year. And the reason I didn't do one in 2023 was I was moving into my new house here. So yeah, I'm celebrating a year in this house. Honorable mentions. Right at the end of my last year as a teacher, and the last 3 years I was strictly a ceramics teacher, and these are all loved and used a lot. I made some prototypes of ceramic painting palettes. So these are made by Doodle Robot. If I had stayed, I probably would have started it as a business. I have a whole like robot one that's all like drawn out that I would have made, but this was kind of one of the last things I did when I still had a ceramic studio at my beck and call. So these are wonderful. Wonderful. So I really like them. They're always filled with paint, but they're so easy to just soak in water for 5 minutes or so, and you can just like pop them out and throw them in the garbage. It's wonderful. Yeah, so I love my painting palettes. The other honorable mention, I got a set of 4, and by the way, links will be in the description for you. I got a set of 4 of these little tins here, which are wonderful. I got them to store my watercolors in. But look, they also fit the Caran d'Ache Neo 2 colors. Probably the Neo 1 colors as well. These are my overstock of the Caran d'Ache colors. I have the 40, is it 40? A 40 set? I think it's a 40 set. And these are the few others that I've purchased to supplement the set. But yeah, so they fit watercolors in them great. They fit Caran d'Ache products in them great, and they all match, and they're slender. They're very slender. So what is that? Maybe a 1/2 inch, maybe? I don't know what these dimensions are, but it's perfect. So that's the honorable mention. So getting on to the countdown here. In place number 10, we have gel crayons. I've used them. These are on the list because I've used them a little bit more. These are the silky gel crayons, which was the first one I purchased. I like all the colors. I think I went with this one because it had a good amount. How many does this have? 36. It seemed to have a good amount of colors. It was incredibly low priced. I didn't know if I would like them, so I didn't want to, break the bank on them or anything. And once I found that I did like them, I went and bought, these seemed like a good supplement to those colors, rather than buy, say, whatever the other brands are. I think there's King Art and Shuttle, and they're probably all very similar. I bought these. I don't know where I saw these. Possibly it was to Josahana's channel. These are Diverse B. They're called highlighters, but they're basically gel crayons. These are all super pale. So we've got a pastel one, we've got a dusty tone one, and a earthy tone one. But they're all really light. So they're a good supplement to this, rather than one of the other packs. Like if I don't like extra stuff hanging around the house, really. If I bought like the Shuttle or the King Arts or whatever, these are just bold, bright colors mostly for the most part. There's not that many pastels or anything. But most of those other packs pretty much are going to have the same colors, so I don't necessarily want a whole bunch of duplicates taking up space in my house. space is limited, so, you know. It's not so much about the supplies to me as so much about the books, but I've also reached kind of maximum capacity on the books as well, but that's a story for another time. So that comes in at number 10. I just feel I did some really, really awesome things this year. This is one I just did in Fairy Tales and Folklore. This was super messy, but you know, I see those people using the oil pastels. I'm not a huge fan of oil pastels. I was a teacher, so I had my hands into them many a time, and they're gross. But I figured I would see if I could. I've done this a couple of times, and this was the best effect that I've had, using them like you would use an oil pastel. So I was actually using the I used the Diverse Bee. I think I used the earth tones. Nope. It was this one. I used the dusty tones on this page here for my wintry page there. That's the first time I tried to do something like this. It took 3 days to dry completely. I let it dry overnight. I hit it with the blow dryer the next day several different times. Now it's finally not got that sticky feel to it. I haven't coated it with anything. I don't think I'll have to, because I've done this before in a different book several years ago, not with such good effect, but yeah, I think I can just go and do whatever I want with the main focal point, and it'll look super nice. Another one that I really liked, actually right here on the shelf in front of me, I thought this one came out really good too. So I've just had everything I've done with these I've really rather liked. So I really like how this one came out for my background. Instead of just leaving it on a white background or a black background, I was surprised at how they actually showed up on the black. So that was nice. So I feel like every time I've used them this year, they've come out, I've been very pleasantly surprised. So I thought I would include them on the list this year. They're coming into their own. Okay, let's see. And number 9. Oh, I didn't actually get those out, but I'll just say what they are because it's not worth getting them out. Are stencils. I've bought, I continue to buy more and more stencils because I've really been into watching the journaling channels and the mixed media channels, and a lot more than the coloring channels, I'm sorry to say, but it just gives me a lot of ideas to use on my coloring stuff. So it's kind of like a breath of fresh air. But I have purchased a lot of stencils. I mean, I've showed you all of them. I had many stencils before, but I feel like they're getting into the rotation a lot more. So number 9 is stencils. Number 8, I purchased some watercolors, which we'll get to a little later. But these ones that I got at Michael's are Nocturna Pro, Royal, and Langnickel. And I don't know why they have to put sticky stuff on these, because you can never get it off. If you know how to get that off, let me know. These watercolor brushes are amazing. I really like them. So much so, I only got the 2, because I'm very conservative, like when I buy supplies, just because, you know, they're forever hanging around the house. I bought these. I wanted some different sizes, so I bought kind of a mop one and a smaller one. I got these. These are Master's Touch at, what is that, Hobby Lobby. I don't like these as much. I like these a great deal, and I'm not sure if it's just because of the sizes or this one just doesn't work as well. This one had potential, except it came to a point, but it was like one hair. And so this like one hair was like always in the way. I had to trim it. And I haven't used it. I haven't used it that much since then, but I just don't seem to like these as much as I like these two. So if you run across these ones at at Michael's, and if I can find some more, I'll probably pick up one or two more, but eventually. But yeah, I really like the way these work with my new watercolors. All right, that was number 8. Number 7 is gel pens. Now, I've been using gel pens for years, but I think this year I really kind of hit my stride with them. I figured out ways that I like to use them, in what sort of manner I like to use them. I really like them a lot in Millie Murata books. So yeah, I have a few kind of loyal brands that I stick to. I do like the Uniball ones. I have a couple. I have, of course, I always get the gold, silver, and white pack, but sometime this year, last year, I don't know when it was, I found another pack that had pink and purple and some other color in it, gold or silver or white, I don't know what it was. I really like those colors. I think that the Uniball, they work really great until they don't. and then they're a problem. I really like, my friend Sherry sent me some Tau trees that I really like. She sent me kind of a gray one and a black glitter one. I like the art alternatives. They sell that one at Joann's. I really like the black glitter one, which is what prompted Sherry to send me the black glitter of the Tau tree, and they're pretty much the same. Yeah, I think they even have the same body. Oh wow, they're more similar than I thought. I love the Pentel Dual Metallic Hybrids, and then the other ones I have are all jelly rolls. I just like the way those work. They work under every circumstance. I've never had a problem with them. A lot of mine are on my desk being used right now. So, yeah, I really like, I'm probably getting a lot more use from them because I put them in this pack, which I got this year as well. Sorry, all these trays are making noise over here. Which has helped me to, you know, they're handy. They're usually in numerical order, not color order, just numerical order because they're too hard to find. But yeah, I think that's prompted me to use them a lot more because I don't have to like shift through things to find them. So, all right, so number 6 is my water-based markers, and I'll show you my whole collection of water-based markers here. We have these Tombos, which is not all of them. I don't know how many I have. I haven't counted. I'm guessing maybe I have about half of them. I forget how many they have. Oh yeah, I think it's like 96, maybe. Don't quote me on that. I have that many Tombos. I have the Ohuhu Skin Tone pack. This was a pack of 36. So those are all the colors there. This is a great addition to the Ohuhu. Years ago, 3, 4, however long it's been, I bought the Ohuhu 100 pack. I don't think it comes in this anymore. I think it just comes in a box now. But this pack has been really good. It's still going strong. I did finally, one of them died, finally. But all the others are still working. Although I do have to say that after a long time, the tip kind of goes icky. It's not as pristine and pointy as it once was. But yeah, for whatever price I paid for them, they have been going strong for, I'd say, 3.5, 4 years, however long I've had them. I can't keep track anymore. 21, 22, 23, 24. I'd say 3.5 years. And going really strong. I got these much later and these much later, but they're all going strong. I put these on the list because, number one, I have a whole drawer for these, but every time I like clean my studio up a little and put them in the drawer, I immediately have to get up and get them out. So now they just sit on the floor right next to me. They just sit on the floor like this in a little stack so that I can reach for whatever color I need right away. But I've been really getting adept at these. I mean, I came up with the no streak method, which lots of people have watched that video. I'll link it below for you. But I've really been lately blending them, having some good luck with that, especially on Amazon paper. I mean, it sinks right through, but the Amazon paper holds up better than you think. At least some of the older Amazon paper that I have. I think Amazon is starting to come out with like an even thinner paper now, and I don't know about that paper. But yeah, water-based markers, just love them. Still going strong with those. Let's see. Number 5. Oh, 5. Always makes the list. This is my pencil sharpener. It's by Fiskars. It's a dual-sided one. It has a big side, which I don't usually use, although I would think that the big side is going to be great for like your Neocolors, your Neocolor 1s and 2s. And, oh, I've seen people use this. They had the same pencil sharpener, and they were using it for that big fat pencil. What is it called? Creta? Something like that. It's a really chunky pencil. I only use this side. It's perfect for my Prismacolors. I never have breakage problems. When I do start to have breakage problems, I know it's time. I know that the sharpener has become dull and it's causing drag on the lead and it's causing it to break. That's what makes the Prismacolors break. So I know when I go through a few that needs to be changed. And what I usually do is I take this one out and put it over here, and so I get double the amount of time with it. Yeah, it makes the list every year, and it's perfect. The lead is not too short and it's not too long. I have on my desk, I also have 2 electric pencil sharpeners. One is for, you know, Prismacolors are kind of a skinny barrel pencil, and then you have your ones like the oh, what are they called? The other main one. That they're a bit fatter. I have a special one for that, but when I use it, the leads become too long. It makes me nervous with the Prismacolors. I don't like that. So this one has just, it's, for me, it's like that Goldilocks zone of how long the lead is that I like to use. So that is number 5. Number 4. Oh my gosh, it's only 4 on the list this year. What happened? Is Prismacolor. The best pencil ever made. The best colored pencil ever made. So yeah, mine are always in this like shortness problem. Some are on my desk being used right now. Yeah, very small. I go through them like crazy, but I have a hoard of them. I'm actually thinking of buying some more in the next day or 2. They're really a good price on Blick right now. So I think I might buy a couple more 150 packs. I don't know though. I don't like the idea of hoarding things. So yeah, my Prismacolor collection there. These are the 2 new colors that came out. I don't know what they're called. Amethyst and something else that I can't read. I still have plenty of the ones that they replaced though. So quite a few of those. Just from my art teacher hoard, basically. Alright, so my beloved Prismacolors. Number 2 and 3 are tied. I don't know in what order to put those. They are the Gansai Tambi Granulating Watercolors. They come in a pack of 5 with a blank one for mixing, I guess. We got Aurora Red, Aurora Pink, Aurora Orange, Aurora Blue, and Aurora Violet. I've already hit pan on the Aurora Blue because it's an awesome color. I'm about to hit pan there on the Aurora Orange. I think they don't have that much color in them. But yeah, as 2/3, we could just list granulating watercolors because I love these things. And then my other set of granulating watercolors is these are a combined set with a couple of additions. I got the, does it say? Well, they're White Nights Granulating Watercolors. One is like the Earth set, which is awesome. That yellow, green, and yellow tough are like the colors I use most. And then the purpley galaxy set. I don't know what it was called, if it even had a name, but it's Purple Galaxy. Yeah, there's several colors in here I like as well. I still haven't even used them all yet. There's so many. And then I did a whole video about this, so I'll link that video below as well. I bought three other colors that they had that were granulating, that were not in either of these sets. And I scoured at the time when I did that purchase. I scoured everywhere to, you know, find all the granulating ones that I could. So this is a wonderful set. And this is what prompted me to get these little tins. And they're perfect. I haven't done it yet. I have it over there, but to put the little magnetic backing on there so that they'll stay put. Although whenever I use them, I just take them out of the tin and use them that way. So yeah, that's 2 and 3 on my list. And number 1 this year, it's actually changed because I've been having a moment with this. And that is my Apple Barrel acrylic paints, the matte ones. Matte acrylic paint. I have been using these everywhere. Every time I turn around, I'm using these. It's been a thing the last few months. This is like my favorite thing in the world. This is just a representation. I think I have about, I don't know, I'm looking up there, maybe 36 to 40 different colors of Apple Barrel. They're perfect for coloring books. I don't know about the other ones that are not matte, but on the matte ones you can use color pencil on top of them when they're watered down and when they're full strength. Whereas on regular acrylic paint, that usually has a gloss to it, and you can't really use a color pencil on top there. So yeah, so this is just these are just ones I had on my desk that I've been using just in the last few minutes actually. So yeah, so I am having a moment with the acrylic paints, and I have a feeling that that moment is going to continue into the next year as well. So I have been loving them. Now, there's a few, I did the honorable mentions already, but there's a couple things that I'm hoping will make the list next year. But I haven't really gotten into them too much. And so one of those things is this wonderful set that Arctic sent me, this acrylic marker set. And notice that my acrylic paint markers did not make the top 10 this year, mostly because, now you all know, if you watch my channel regularly, I love the Ohuhu 40 pack, the old Ohuhu 40 pack that came in a black bag. Mostly I've been fighting with those. They're like 3.5 years old, going on 4 years old, and mostly I've just been fighting with them. The same with my Posca ones. They're old too, and I've been fighting a lot with those. I suspect those might be counterfeit. But I did buy, I went into a, I don't know, going out of business place, I think it was, and I bought some other Posca ones, but they're wider points. Most of them I haven't even taken out of the package yet, but so hopefully got to get those out of the package. But Arctic sent me these acrylic markers, which are awesome, and I played with them thoroughly. I just haven't gotten them quite into the rotation yet. So they look like this. You have to shake them, but you don't have to. See, there's a ball in there, but you don't have to pump them. They're beautiful, beautiful, but they're different than the other kind of tip. Not the tip that I'm like really adept with. And you know, I love them. They're great. I want to get them into the rotation a little bit more in 2025. I find that that's a thing with me. Like, I'll get a new thing, and it takes me a while to like get it into steady rotation in the stuff that I use. I don't know why that is, but It always seems to be a thing. Another thing I bought this year that I would really like to start using is my distressing. What's this? I was wondering what this guy's name was. It's Ranger. I don't know. I guess his name's not on there. I bought these this year, and they're still in the package. So, I'm hoping to get those into the rotation as well. I just shot a haul video, and on the haul video I bought some of these, so hopefully that will help. I have the little brushes that I will try, and then I can try these, and I don't know what else to use it for. Probably that's it. I believe I said this like a while back too. And another thing I would really like to get into the rotation, which I love, but I'm just not as good at them as I am with, like, say, acrylic paint, which I've been using for, like, 40 years. So 50 years, something like that, is my Hemi gouaches. So this year I bought the pails. I need to wet these a little bit. I bought the pails, and I had purchased, I don't know, some time ago, the whatever little pack this was. They're awesome. But like I said, they have not been utilized as much as the acrylic paint. So I took them out a couple of times, and I tried, and I'm starting to see the potential, but I'm just not as familiar with them, so I don't reach for them as much as I do the acrylic paint. Now, the last thing that I have extremely high hopes for this year, this upcoming year, 2025, is the jelly plate. Oh my gosh. I'm going to go play with it here in just a second. But yes, I have very high hopes for this. I don't know if I'm going to be using it in coloring books. I figure I could probably figure out a way to. But first I just want to play and make, like, collage fodder and stuff like that. So yeah, I bought the jelly plate, I bought the roller, and I bought some, I would say not craft paint, I would say more traditional acrylic paint, higher viscosity, heavier bodied paint to try on these, just so I can compare these two, the craft paint and this paint. If my craft paint works great on that, I'm gonna probably lean towards that, but I thought I would give it my own try. So there are channels that say that strictly use stuff like this. There are channels that just strictly use stuff like this. So I'm gonna see for myself which it is that I like better. So yeah, high hopes for that. I don't know about coloring, but I think it could be utilized sometimes. All right, so those are my favorite supplies of 2024, my honorable mentions, and my high hopes for next year. So that is it for today. I'll see you next time. Live long and prosper. Bye-bye.